Emilia Clarke rose to international prominence in 2011 for her breakthrough role within the HBO fantasy TV series Game of Thrones. The role has garnered her crucial acclaim and several other accolades, as well as 3 nominations for the Primetime Laurel Awards for Outstanding Supporting Player during a Drama Series, and 6 nominations for the Screen Actors Order Award for Outstanding Performance by Associate in Nursing Ensemble during a Drama Series. These are the top 10 reasons why people love Emilia Clarke. If you like this video, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when our next video will be released. Number 1. She was in Me Before You. Can we tend to have a very fast language regarding American State before you? The last time we tend to cry that abundant in a very moving picture was when Jack slipped into the ocean at the tip of a large iceberg, and our lives measured differently when seeing it. Supported by the Jojo Moyes novel, this film is about a small-town woman who is hired as a caretaker for a recently invalid man. We don't wish to spoil things, thus you'll get to watch it. However, we're going to get right ahead and say that it won't be the same without Emilia because of the humorous Lou. This character makes a depressing and hopeless world bright and exciting once more. Not solely can we love Emilia for being concerned during this wonderful film that instructed the U.S. to understand the fundamental talents we regard to granting. However, she's explicit that she is just like the character of Lou. Number 2. She embraces challenges. One issue Emilia Clarke doesn't do is run away once things get difficult. She is all about taking up challenges and defeating obstacles to induce wherever she desires to be, and we feel that this makes her an excellent role model. One of the largest recent challenges she was ever faced with was the role of wife Connor in Terminator Genesis. Though you'd suppose Emilia would handle any quick action when being the mother of dragons, this role took plenty out of her. She had to carry weapons that made acting exhausting. However, she altogether fronted up. It was like 70 pounds, she said, of holding one of the weapons. It was really heavy, and they were like, "Here you go, Emilia. Now go run up that big hill firing it." Wanting to do the role justice and impress the remainder of the cast, Emilia kicked butt on set. Number 3. She laughs at herself. We love anybody who doesn't take themselves too seriously, and Emilia Clarke is no exception. She laughs at everything, including Kristen Wiig's portrayal of Khaleesi, and even resorts to being funny in total serious moments. In her original GOT audition, she ended up doing the funky chicken dance. This is because the director jokingly told her to dance when she asked if there was anything else she could do, but still, she did it. And may we say that if you haven't had the pleasure of listening to her laugh, go and do that immediately. She has one of the loudest and most chipper laughs we've ever heard, and it makes us love her even more. Unlike a lot of other stars, Emilia is more than happy to be photographed in a funny pose or a less than flattering position if it's going to earn her a few laughs. Number 4. She stands up for herself and her show. Emilia Clarke isn't the kind to let individuals push her around, and you better not try and put her down in front of her. She's extremely protective of Game of Thrones, which shows that she's a loyal, fanatical one that can stick up for what she loves. She has stated in the past that the show may do with a touch of additional male condition. Therefore, it isn't simply a spectacle of naked ladies for the pleasure of men solely. However, she still defends it against accusations that it's anti-feminist. There are women who have zero rights, ladies who are queens, however solely to a person, and then there are ladies who are actually unbeatable and are powerful as you'll ever be able to imagine, probably, she said. So it pains me to listen to individuals taking Thrones out of context with an anti-feminist spin, because you can't do this regarding this show. Number 5. She holds on to her values. It would be easy to crumble under the pressure once you're one of the foremost noted stars within the world. You've got folks coming from each direction telling you what to try and do, and it's in all probability arduous to recollect your morals and values. Despite however tough it is, Emilia doesn't back down on her beliefs or her true self for anything. She established this when she turned down the role of Anastasia Steele in 50 Shades of Grey. She doesn't have a haul with a condition as such, and however, since she's done most of it on TV already, she didn't need to suffer the results of doing an excessive amount of, I'll never say I'm never doing nudity, as a result of I've already done it. However, I assumed I would stand still in an exceedingly pigeonhole that I might have struggled to get out of, she told Marie Claire of her call. Thanks to sticking to your guns, girl. Number 6. Her attitude is infectious. A bad attitude could be a very fast way of spoiling your name. However, fortunately, Emilia Clarke is as lovely on the inside as she is on the outside. If you've ever watched one of her interviews, you'll understand that she's a positive person who continually looks on the bright side of things. Within the past, she's the same as she deals with the negativity that comes with her job by merely ignoring the gossip that happens to be a fantastic recommendation for the US, y'all. Emilia has said, I don't look into stuff online. In the beginning, I used to try and find one thing that wasn't nice, and thus currently, I leave it all. It's best to require it because it comes and work is exhausting, as you'll be able to, and hopefully the opposite things represent a place. She's conjointly an exponent of property things. We tend to measure ourselves quite okay with Zen celebs. Number 7. She supports different girls. The hallmark sign of a lady who's comfortable in her skin is that she supports different ladies instead of feeling threatened by them due to her insecurities. Emilia Clarke is certainly this sort of woman and communicates positive things regarding different women that she is aware of within the business and the people she has proponent of. One of the most effective examples of this can be when she met Channing Tatum and his woman. Since she had a continual crush on Channing, Emilia could have been jealous of his woman if she were maybe a touch less assured. However, instead of being jealous, her ego gets within the approach. Emilia was altogether friendly. Someone took a fantasy in my head and viewed it in the real world, she said. I was at a Golden Globes after party, and Channing effin' Tatum came up to American State and his beautiful Miss Jenna. Ladies got to decide that one another are beautiful a lot more often. Number 8. Her fashion is inspiring. Emilia Clarke's sense of fashion is additionally mostly underrated. Every time she gets onto the red carpet, she slays quite Helese, leading a military back to Westeros. Within the past, she's been noticed carrying designer assortment, Chanel and Valentino dressmaking, and whereas we appreciate the deeper sides to her, we have a tendency to conjointly appreciate this aspect that has US millennials screaming "goal" after we see her. She will realize a good choice of appearance from the classic to the innovative, and one of our favorites was the red Ralph Lauren she wore to the Met Gala in 2013. We tend not to mind seeing star-studded actors in black together. With the black Valentino she wore to the 2016 Golden Globes was simply one of the most elegant gowns of the night. She has shown ladies all over the globe that you can be under 5'2" and still rock a robe like nobody's business. Number 9. She encourages body acceptance. We may invariably do with some additional Hollywood idols who encourage young women to like their bodies simply in the manner as they are. Emilia was once asked to share some advice to her 18-year-old self in a very young Vogue video, and this is often what she said. You aren't as quick as you think you are. They measure some girls who look otherwise, and they measure alternative girls who look otherwise. Sort of a whole alternative manner, and therefore the manner that the opposite girls look, individuals love. As a result, they appear like girls. Isn't that beautiful? Emilia is incredibly happy with her body, voice communication in her scenes that she is all proud and all strong. It's therefore refreshing to have a star hold her body instead of slicing it up and giving young women the message that natural flaws are one thing to be eliminated instead of embraced. Instead, Emilia Clarke celebrates being who you are. Number 10. She brought us Khaleesi. Our absolute favorite thing about Emilia Clarke is that she brought the character of Daenerys Targaryen to life. Not only has she changed all of our lives by providing an unlimited amount of entertainment, but she has also changed the landscape when it comes to female characters in pop culture. Dany is a one-of-a-kind character. She can touch fire, control dragons, and has the will to conquer armies and have thousands of people bow down to her. The Mother of Dragons has been met with prejudice prejudice and violence by men on the show, the same way strong women are in real life. But these guys usually end up burnt to a crisp. That's right, there's a message we're happy for people to receive. Khaleesi is also one of the most, if not the most, popular characters on the show, and brings a whole new meaning to the female role model. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.